All right, hello everyone. Today we're taking a look at practicing what you guys have just learned. It's called slope-intercept form. Guys, slope-intercept form of a line uses the equation. Sorry, y equals mx plus b. Guys, m is the slope of the line. B is the y-intercept of the line. Okay, hence the name slope-intercept. That's what you need to write the equation. Okay, you need the slope and the y-intercept. Guys, linear equations will have the variables y and x in it. But we want to find slope, we want to find y-intercept, and that's how we'll write our lines. Guys, slope-intercept will probably be the most familiar way to us. At the end of this chapter, the most familiar linear equation to us. So it's an important one, and being able to use it is important. Okay. So let's start with a couple of examples here. These first two examples, guys, I give you a slope. In this problem, I give you that the slope is -1. The y-intercept, or the b value, is -2. Okay, so you're going to substitute that in. I'll write this here in between the problems. You're going to substitute those two values in for m and b. So y equals mx, so substitute -1 for m, x plus b, so substituting in -2 for b. Guys, when we simplify or get rid of our parentheses here, guys, this is just -1 times x is -x. And then plus -2 rather than write plus -2, let's just write that as -2. Okay, so that is our equation in slope-intercept form. Slope -1, y-intercept -2. Okay. Looking at the second example here, still want to have our equation in there. So, guys, the slope given here is -5/2, or -5/2. The y-intercept is a +5. So just again substituting m, -5/2. Substitute that for m. Substitute 5 for b. So y equals -5/2 x plus 5. That is our slope-intercept form. Okay. Guys, the next three examples all have to do with taking a look at a line and then writing the equation of that line. So as you guys understand now, because the y-intercept, that's where the graph crosses the y-axis. So this one, the y-intercept, or the line, crosses the y-axis at, that was +4 is that point. Okay, so that's going to give us our b value, guys. Finding slope, we just need to identify 2 points. And we can do our rise over run like we practiced yesterday. Okay, so our rise here, guys, we start at the point to the left. Our rise, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units up, or +6 was our rise. And then our run, guys, to the right, we are going 1, 2, 3 units. Okay, so the slope was, rise was 6, over our run was 3. Okay, so 6 over 3, guys, we know that reduces to 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So this line, its equation, if we substitute in 2 for m and 4 for b, guys, it's just 2x plus 4. Okay. Guys, example 4, taking a look, it looks like it has a negative slope. The line is going down, okay? Identifying y-intercept here, looks like it's almost off the graph there. It's that -5 where it crosses the y-axis. Another point, guys, I see we'll use those 2 points for finding our slope. Because as we said just a moment ago, looks to be a negative slope, which is going to be the case, guys. If we start at that point to the left, we go down 2, 3, 4, 5. We went down 5, or -5 was our, not our rise, because we went down. So it's going to be -5 over, what's the run here? We go 1, 2 units. So 2. So the slope is -5/2. And the y-intercept -5. Okay. So substituting in, y equals m, so -5/2 x plus b, b is -5. As again, simplifying, we don't need the parentheses around our slope. Plus -5 is just -5. Okay. Guys, last example here. I know we saw a few of them yesterday when we discussed slope, but we haven't seen one yet when we're talking about our lines. Guys, horizontal lines. So do horizontal lines, do they have a y-intercept? Okay, well, you know, y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So this does have a y-intercept. It has a y-intercept at -4. Okay, it's the slope of a horizontal line that is interesting. Okay, you know, if we're talking about, you know, picking 2 points and we're doing rise over run, guys, the rise is it's 0 units. You don't go up to get to the next point. You just go to the right. So rise, it's going to be 0 over, I guess in this case, we ran 3. Not that it matters really, because 0 divided by 3 is 0. This line has a slope of 0. All right. So what's that mean if we plug into slope-intercept form? M, so m is 0, x plus b, -4. Well, what's 0 times x? 0 times anything is just 0, so this is 0 minus 4 plus -4 minus 4. So it's just the equation y equals -4. There's no x term here in this horizontal line. Okay, is kind of a special case. You might highlight that one. Just has a y-intercept, its slope is 0. Okay, so guys, there's 5 examples for you. Hope this video is useful. I'll post the assignment in Canvas. You guys can take a look at that. Guys, I'm also going to open up a discussion board. So maybe be looking out for that. If you guys have some common questions, help each other. I can respond to questions in there. So I'll be setting that up this afternoon. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful afternoon.